Hi, welcome to another beautiful episode in the Code to Create programming tutorial. My name is Tony Claros, and today we will be making our web browser to display a working digital clock with a nice styling and beautiful animation. By so doing, we will avail ourselves a better understanding in the JavaScript functions, variables, conditionals, and maybe the arrangement of outputs from web browser, CSS and CSS Responsive Media Query, and some basic HTML tags. So, like right now, let me quickly open the Chrome so I will see our finished product and what we'll be making today. As you can see, this is the mobile version of the clock, and you see it's displaying already. This is the clock. Here we have the hour, the minute, and the seconds counting, and this is the anthem meridian, which shows that this is morning. So if you happen to be watching this in the morning, I greet you good morning, a wonderful good morning to you. Alright, so now this is the laptop or the PC desktop version, and you see the same thing is showing the hour, the minutes, the seconds counting down, and also the AM. Alright, so this is morning, and what you see down here is a picture that I've made. I've designed this picture myself with some quotes like think positively, dream big, eat a frog, show love, or something like that. Alright, I think I'm a little bit creative here. Alright, so let's quickly open our text editor and write some codes. Alright, so right now this is our text editor, and what we are having here is just some basic HTML tags, and we have two files, just two files: the HTML5 that I've named clock.html and the cascading style sheet that I've named style.css. What we're having here is HTML, the head and the body. Hope you know them. Now we have them inside this folder on my desktop called the digital clock, and if you open them you see the same thing where we have the clock, the clock and the style that I've explained earlier, and here we have an image folder called images, and if you open them you see where our images are stored. I'll be uploading this on my blog for now because I'm still I shut down my site to work on it more for more interactive stuff and the rest. So this is just what I have for now. I'll be posting them on my blog so you can download them. They'll be on my description menu. Alright, so this is just what we're having now. And here we have the slide that that is floating from the right to the left due to the marquee, and here we have the background for the phone version, and here we have the background for the PC version. So if I open this now, let's quickly write some code using the Sublime text editor. It's very good and it's good to use. So the first thing I want to do is to have our heading, and I'll call the heading digital, and then the next thing we use a div here, and the div is going to have an ID that we're going to make reference to in our JavaScript later, and I'll call this something like show time here. And the next thing I will have is a class, and that class I'm going to call it clock underscore outlook. We are going to make use of this in our CSS later, and here I will have another heading. I'm using the head one tag here. I'll call this clock. So now let's introduce the marquee and close it. Then inside this marquee we have an image. So this is our image there, and the source of the image is inside the folder called images, and the name is slide. The extension is .jpg. Now sorry, I'm lazy. Just duplicate this, and I'll call this 1, 2, image 3, image 4, image 5, 6, and slide 7. I think there are 7 altogether. So let me quickly save this now and try to open it on my Google Chrome. And then you see we're having the digital clock here, and this is the marquee, the picture with the effect of the marquee is floating from the right to the left. So let's quickly go back and continue. I don't have much time, so now we'll begin with the JavaScript now, and I will introduce the JavaScript tag and start. The first thing I want to do is to have a function, and I'm going to call this function clock engine. Okay, so the first thing is to create a variable, and the variable I'm going to call this variable current time, and the current time is equal to this built-in function called new date. JavaScript is so generous, they have built-in function. And the next one, create another variable called the meridian, talking about the ante meridian and post meridian, where we have the PM and the AM. So I'm going to call this am, and the next variable is I'll put in all our variables, and the next variable is the h, which stands for the hours. So in order to bring this out, first of all, let me quickly type and explain. This is a built-in function, get hours. So another variable for the minute, and I will just do the same thing, but this time around it's going to change to get minutes, and we just close this, and the next variable is seconds. I think this is all the variable we have for now. I think it's pretty cool. So now what this was actually doing is that we made a variable called current time, and we gave it this built-in function called date, and you know a date should have hours, minutes and seconds. So we now brought the variable current time, which is holding the date, and we said, okay, for the child it's having hours, and for the second child it's having minutes, and the third child is having seconds. So this is what we wanted to get. You know, we said object oriented part of the JavaScript. An object is under a class, and a class are template for an object. So an object is like a child to a class. So let me say this variable, this is a class, and these are the object that is holding the hour, the minutes and the seconds, and we have to get them into the JavaScript. So I think that is pretty much understandable. I'll now bring this comment. I'm sure you know how to write a comment, 2/ in JavaScript. So I'll say here comes the conditional. So I'm talking about the if and else if statement. Yeah, if h is equal to 0, I want it to be h is equal to 12, then we set h to be equal to 12. Else if h is equal to 12, I want to be h is equal to h minus 12. Alright, so now the next thing is another if statement. Say if h is lesser, you have to change this, it's not equal to, it just came to my memory, is greater than. If h is greater than 12, then h is equal to h minus 12. Alright, now and h, and you know what h stands for, it's a variable and it stands for hours. So if h is lesser than 10, then we say h is equal to, I'll type this then explain, is equal to, so what this actually means is that whenever the hour hand is lesser than 10, I'm talking about 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Actually don't have 0. I already set the 0 to 12. So whenever the h is less than 10, we then want the 0 to be placed in front of it. I'm talking about it should not only be 9, 8, but 0, 9, 0, 8, 0, 7, 0, 5, like that, 0, 4, something like that. I'll have to do this for the minute and the seconds. Also, permit me to duplicate that here. And we are pretty much done with the conditional statements. I'll create another variable now. This variable we'll call it dig clock, and I'm going to say, okay, document.getElement by ID, and the ID I want to get is inside our HTML, and I've called it showtime here. This showtime I can't believe I said that, showtime here. So just put the e there. So we'll just copy this now, because we want what we are going to refer to this, and want something to be displayed there. That's why I want the clock to be displayed. So I'll just come here and paste this here and close this. Get this dig clock, and then we are going to refer to the inner HTML now. That's so we say inner text is equals to what this, how we want our clock to look like. We want to be like the r plus this, the column first, the column displayed here, and another plus a concatenator. Going to be this have to be m rather, and yeah, so I'm going, and the next thing is say x seconds, we say equal to an empty space. Now introduce the meridian and close this. Then the next thing we'll do now is to set the timeout. To set the timeout, first of all introduce the clock engine. Remember to put your column here. I made a mistake, the apostrophe, and here you come out and want to set it to 1000 curly braces, and down here the curly braces actually to close the function, and to use the function, and we'll call the function again as usual. And here if I save this now, and whenever there is error we'll correct it. So right now it's not displaying, that means there's an error. So let's quickly check. Okay, I think this is not supposed to close yet. Just quickly remove that and come back and refresh. So you see we have our working time is 8:49 and it's AM. You see this is what we actually want, and right now we are done with the HTML and JavaScript. So let's go to our CSS now and do some beautiful coding. If you check this very well, I've already linked the CSS file, which is style.css, inside our head tag. The href reference is going to link us to style.css. So this is what we're having. So let's quickly go into, so whatever we do in the style.css will affect the HTML files here. So we're going to design the HTML is just like the bony part of the body, and the style.css is the muscular part of the body. That's good. First of all, it is always my culture that whenever I want to design my style of CSS, it's always my culture that I first of all do this. So just bear with me. I introduce this. I think it's also a good habit. So just make sure you do that start here, so that you just work on our margin. Here it's going to be 0. Set everything to the 0. Padding 0. Border 0. We'll go into the body and work with the body. So the body selector, these are called selectors. I want the background image URL. So this is on the background image or URL, and it's inside the image folder called background.jpg. And the next one is background repeat, and I said no repeat. Okay, so let's save this now and refresh. Have something like that. Okay. All right, let me check and know where the fault is coming from. Okay, it's not the eyes image, not that stuff. There is eye. So let me refresh and you see what we're having right now. It has changed. So let's keep going. And the next I want to work is the head one. So the head one, I'm going to say padding. I'm going to give it a padding of 1%, and the font size, I'm going to give it the font size for, let me say, 24 pixels. Color is going to be, whenever I want to get my color, I go to the Photoshop. Let me give you one habit again. First of all, let me type this because I already have this in my memory. 6BD. Close this. 6BD, not 5. Whenever I want to get a color, I quickly go, I'm teaching you something again, into my Photoshop, and click on this. And once you click on this, you can pick any color. As you are switching to the color where you want, you will see the codes here, they are changing. So you can copy this code, take it to your CSS and just paste it here. So that's what I do mostly. So I make use of this. This is how I got my code. So whatever color you want, you can just do this and pick your color. It's actually called the color picker. So that's it for now. Alright, let's keep going. Test align. I want everything to be at the center. I think we're done with this selector, the huge selector. I told you we're going to make use of that class called clock outlook. So clock outlook. For the clock outlook, I want to give the font size of 150 pixels and a margin. I'm going to give it a margin of, let me say, 5 pixels top, 0 pixels right, 0 pixels bottom, and 0 pixels left. So I want to give the padding. I'm going to give a padding of 10 pixels. And sorry, I'm not opening to check for you guys now. It's just that we just want to be fast. The most important thing is to get the thing running and get the color. Just get the code down. I'm going to give the same color. Now font size, font weight rather, and font weight, I'm going to make it bold since it's the heading. And the text align, sorry, not text decoration, text align, I want to line at the center also. So let's save this now and refresh, and you see what we're having. Wow, this is wonderful, but we're not done yet. Let's keep going. So the next thing we're going to do now is to work with a marquee. The marquee image, I'm targeting the marquee image. I'm going to give it a margin of, let me say, 15 pixels, and the margin top. When I was like trying to design this, I discovered that necessary that you give it a margin top. I'm going to give it a border of 9 pixels, and I'm going to make it inset. I'm not going to use solid this time around. I'm going to use inset. I'm going to make everything white. That's the FFF stands for white. Okay, I don't need to go and pick any color for that. And the opacity to be 0.75. We're actually working on our images, so I want it to be like a little bit transparent. As you can see right now, it's not that transparent, but once I save this now and I come back here and refresh, just check. I think it's a little bit transparent. You can see from within. Okay, all right, it's not that transparent, but it's transparent. Pretty much the last thing we're going to do with this is to set our footer. Sorry, I have not worked for this yet, but I'm going to do this later. So this is an ID. So for this ID, we want the footer to be, I'm going to give it, first of all, let me just give an opacity of 0.7. Always make sure you put your semicolon there, and a padding of 1%, and 0, and the color to be white also. F, and close this, and overflow auto. And the next thing is the text align center also. We want it to be at the center. So now let's go back to our HTML and just quickly put that. So this is the footer. I'm not going to call it footer, but let's just make it a paragraph. I'm going to give it an ID. The ID, I'm going to call it footer, powered by your name. Just put your name there, powered by your name, because you designed this. Powered by your name. So you save this and let's see what we have. Refresh. You see we're having this powered by your name. We are done with the laptop and the PC or desktop design. This I want to look like on the desktop or the actual on Google Chrome. So for the mobile version, I think this is not good. I have to give it a background. Okay, let me give it a background. So I'm gonna give this to the background. I'm gonna give it a background of 4055805. Yes, I think this is okay. Okay, so there's a background now. It's transparent. That's why I have to put the opacity there. I want to give the background actually powered by your name. So I think this is okay. So let's go. If you want to learn how to create the mobile version for it, you can as well continue with me. I want to write a comment. I'll write a comment on CSS. This is just okay. To demarcate it, I'm going to call it media queries. The first thing I want to do is to type this at media screen. And okay, let me just type this and explain, because I can't type at the same time talk. It's pretty much difficult. 740. Okay, I usually use this when designing sites. So what we're actually saying here is that okay, once we're going to design it for any screen below that is from 740 downwards, any screen below 745 downward will take this CSS. So the first thing is to work with the border, the body. So when you do the background image URL, and inside the folder called images, and the name is media.jpg. Okay, and background to be background repeat. Want no repeat also. No background size. I have to give the background size since it's for the mobile version. Give the background size. So let's save this now, and I'll just copy this link here and duplicate it, paste it here. Try to open it here, and you see. So I'll just say inspect. So this is what we're having right. It's ugly for now. It's mobile iPhone 6. So what I'm going to do for this, the H1 display, I don't want any heading for that. Since it's for the mobile version, I don't want any heading, but I want to make a reference to the class clock_outlook. Okay, I'm gonna work with this a lot. Font size 50 pixels and padding. And for the padding, I'm gonna make it something like 0. Color, I want it to be black. That's how I want the clock to display. So we're going to reduce it a little bit. I'm going to give the margin top of 100%. Take the whole 100% and border of 4 pieces. Let me go back and make this good. Outset. I'm going to use outset for this, and I'll say okay, FFF. Okay, and come down here. So we're going to like work with the border radius, but this time I want to target just 2 parts. Bottom left and top right, and I'm going to give both of them 15 pieces. Okay, the next thing we're going to work with is the image. We have to reduce the image that top floating there. So I'm going to say marquee and then target the image, and this okay. What we're going to do there is to give it a margin. I'm going to give it a margin of 10 pieces, and then give it a border. And the border, I'm going to give the border of 1 pieces. Just a small border, and I'm going to use the insert. I don't know, use solid to come on. Width, we're going to reduce the width to 30%. The last thing, the footer. Talking about the footer ID. So in order to introduce the footer, you have to put the hash there. If not, it won't work. It didn't work. So For this, I want to give it a background of, let me say, I want to change the background to 9ECCF3 and a width of 100%, and the color, I'm going to give it a color of, I'm sure you not ask me how I got all this color, because I've already showed you my secret how I get my colors. And the text align, I'm going to give it this align I want to put it at the center. So once I save this now, let's see how it's going to look like now. Let me refresh. See, wow, there's a problem somewhere. Let me go back. Okay, I think the problem is coming from the mark Q, I guess. Mark Q, it's not going to be G but Q rather. So let me refresh this and see. Okay, coming. Okay, I think I should give it a padding. I'm going to give it a padding of 4%, let me say 8% and 4%. Let me refresh and see. Alright, I think this is not responding right now, but if you go back to our main PC design and you bring it, like you check it, you discover that it's responsive. Like you see, if you check it now, it's responsive. You see, now this is the mobile version size. As you can see, we are done with it. It's okay, cool, this is cool. You can also work on it, you can edit it also and give it some kind of changes and work on it as well. Okay, that's it for this digital clock web application. If you made it to this level, congratulations. You have a running clock working on your own browser right now, and you can edit it, as I said earlier, to suit your own taste and do something cool with this, like putting it on your website so that users can quickly check the time, or just make it a page so that users can quickly check time, or even turn it into an app or a desktop application. After this tutorial, I'll be making a tutorial where you can convert an HTML file into a desktop application, and I'll place the link below this video so you can watch it also and see how you can convert this into a desktop application. So finally, you can follow this channel on Facebook, where you get interesting information on programming and technology as a whole. The link is in the description box below. I'm gonna be leaving you with some quote like I usually do in my video tutorials, and this one is from Bill Gates himself, and he said the best way to prepare to be a programmer is to write programs and to study great programs that other people have written. In my case, I went to the garbage cans at the computer science center and fished out listings of the operating system. That's Bill Gates, and this is a wonderful one. And another one is you only live once, but if you do it right once is enough. Wow, this is wonderful. And the last but not the least is, but somebody nobody thought you could be. Wow. Alright, thank you guys for watching. If you've really learned something today, you can click on the like button below, and if you like this channel, please subscribe and subscribe. Thank you guys. This is Tony Cleros here, and we'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.